Hi, Curlfriends! Thank you so much for your patience. I am here with none other than the very beautiful Kimira Jewels. So we got a really great program for you guys tonight, and I am so excited. So very, very excited. For those of you guys who are new to Fine Natural Hair Rocks, my name is Lavinia Latham, and I am the founder of Fine Natural Hair Rocks. And this platform is really meant for people with fine natural hair or fragile type 4 hair to really learn their strands and to understand exactly how to care for their hair. I've been there. I've struggled. I've done it. And so, you know, this platform's not just about hair, but it's also about business. It's about entrepreneurship. It's about supporting other women. So that's enough about me. Let's jump into our special guest, Miss Kimira Jewels. So, Miss Kimira Jewels is the mother of 2 amazing children, and she's the wife of an awesome husband who conquered leukemia. She first started YouTube in 2011 to showcase her handmade jewelry and to document her natural hair journey. Her love for wearing a variety of wigs as protective styles has really prompted her to start reviewing them right here on YouTube. So you guys, please give a round of virtual applause for Miss Kimira Jewels.
Hi guys. I hope you guys can hear me okay.
Are you guys hearing her? Are you guys hearing her? Are you hearing me? Is everything good in the curl chat? It seems like I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Hi, Love Yourself. Hi, PSR 076. Pretty Brownie 1, Naturally Zandra. Hello. This is fantastic. Kimira, thank you so much for agreeing to come on Fine Natural Rocks.
You're welcome.
How are you? You look gorgeous.
You look gorgeous. Thank you.
No. So you are like literally killing it. Like, aww. I just love you. I love your channel. I love your show, your story.
You know, I love you right back.
That is so, you guys, you're so cute. Like, honestly, you know what? Every time I hear your story about what happened with your husband, and it's so touching how far you've come, like, despite all of that, you know? But, you know what? Let's start from the top. You know, when and why did you decide to start Kimira Jewels, start your YouTube channel?
Okay, so Kimira Jewels, thank you. Sorry, guys. I know the comment. You guys who are on my live know how it goes. When I'm on live, I'm always missing the comments. So I apologize if I'm reading the comments too. So thank you, guys. Thank you. Kimira Jewels. Okay, so way back, well, yeah, I guess you can call it way back. Way back in 2008 was when I started transitioning. So for as long as I can remember, I think I was maybe about 8 or so when my mom started relaxing my hair. So, I mean, because I was a child, that's all I ever knew. So I permed my hair every 6 weeks or, you know, whatever it was. And it was once I became an adult, I started reading into, you know, natural hair stuff. And I was getting onto YouTube, looking at Natural 85, a lot of like the OG natural hair girls. I started watching videos about going natural and things like that. I'm like, maybe I can do this. So in 2008, I started to transition, and I transitioned for a year, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore because I wasn't fully equipped. I had just kind of started looking into it, so I didn't really know how to care for my natural hair and the 2 textures. When you've got the 2 textures, it makes it a lot more challenging to take care of the hair. So 2008, after a year, I was like, going back to the relaxer. So I went back to the relaxer. And then it was in about 2011, I started, you know, thinking about it again. And at that time, my daughter was really young. And I said, you know what? I love my daughter's hair. Even my son, before my son had huge, like I grew his hair until he was like 3.5. So, and his hair is beautiful. And I'm like, his hair is beautiful. And then I have my daughter, I'm like, her hair is beautiful. I'm like, you know what? I'm here relaxing my hair and they have their natural hair. I need to really get serious about this thing. So 2012 was December 2012 was my last relaxer. I transitioned, I started learning about it. And then in October of 2013, that's when I decided, okay, that's it. I'm getting rid of these ends. So funny story. So my husband met me when my hair was relaxed. And I remember he was sleeping, and I what I had done, I cut a little piece like right here where you couldn't see it. And they say that you can't see your real texture until you get rid of those relaxed ends. So I cut off the relaxed ends, like a little tiny piece, and I wet it, and I saw this coil. I was like, this is so cute. I was like playing with it and stuff. So I went to my husband. I was like, look at this. Isn't this so cute? Keep in mind he's sleeping, right?
I love this. I love where this is
And
going.
so I was like, I think I should cut it. What do you think? And he was like, yeah. And so I went in the washroom and I chopped off all the relaxed just on a whim.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Oh my gosh. Girl, you got some bravery.
You know what? I think it was just something that I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I just kept holding it off and holding it. And I was like, no, this is it. I've got to do this. I'm going to do it now.
Yeah.
So I did it, right? And then the next day, my husband's like, what did you do? And
he didn't know that he had said yes to that in his sleep.
Yeah, when he's in a deep sleep, he doesn't really know what's going on. What did you do? And I'm like, well, you said I should. So for a while, he wasn't too happy. Again, because he met me when I was relaxed, and he was so used to the straight, just like you see it in society. A lot of people have this thing about straight hair and how it's more beautiful than curly hair. And anyway, so
that's a real thing. That's you touch on a real issue. Like
it is a real issue.
Even like looser textures and
Yep. It was a challenge at the beginning, but he began to really love it. Like I started to do stuff with it, and then I started discovering Instagram, and I was like, you know what? Maybe there are other people out there going through what I'm going through. Let me document this, because I saw other people doing a similar thing. So I started taking pictures, posting them on Instagram, and then on my YouTube page. So then my YouTube channel, I started in 2011. And back then it was more of a mix of my natural hair journey and my jewelry that I make. So that's where the Kimira Jewels name comes from, because I used to make handmade jewelry. I actually brought it so I can show you what I make. So give me 1 second.
Yeah. It's funny because like a lot of people in here, I come to your lives and I see what's going on. And I know a lot of our Curlfriends, they're also watching Kimira Jewels, and I'm sure a lot of people have also had that question, like, where did the jewels part come from? I knew you were coming on the show, so I'm like, I have to come with the water, because those of you guys who don't know Kimira, she's into her water and healthy drinking. That's why she's got beautiful skin.
Yeah. So okay. So what happens? So my background, a lot of people don't know this, but so we're Canada. We're Canadian. Toronto girls here. Born and raised in Canada. My parents are from West Africa, so they're from Ghana.
Okay.
And when I was a baby, as a lot of parents will do, my mom used to put waist beads on me. Do you know what waist beads are?
I know what they are, but I don't know if the Curlfriend crew knows what they are. So
okay, so I will explain a little bit about what waist beads are. So waist beads, it depends. For some people, it's a thing for beauty. For some people, it's a weight control thing. So when you have the waist beads on, if you gain weight, the beads feel tighter. If you lose weight, the beads feel looser. So that's sort of a way of kind of measuring weight gain, weight loss. And then there's other African thoughts about it, like it's supposed to be like a fertility thing, or for me, when I rediscovered them again as an adult, I just thought it was beautiful. So I tried to find waist beads and I couldn't find them. And I'm one of those people who is a big do-it-yourself person. If I can't find it, I'm gonna find a way to maybe make it myself.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I can make it myself. I can't find what I'm looking for. Let me make it myself. Went to Michael's, bought some beads, bought some beading wire and all the materials, and I started making the waist beads. And
for those of you who don't know what Michael's is, it's a craft store here in Toronto. It's Canada-wide, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Canada, and then in the US they've got like Joann's and things like that. So yes, it's a craft store. So I bought all the materials to make it, started making the beads, and I showed it to some friends and some family, and people are like, "Oh, you need to start selling these." So I'm like, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah." So I started making them, and I have I have a website and everything else. And oh, it is in the USA. So
Oh,
Zon
nice.
is
I
in
see
the
Sandra
USA.
saying it's in the USA.
Awesome.
Okay.
So then I started making the beads. So I have a website and everything. Now, as time has gone on, I don't do it as much anymore just because it didn't take off the way I had hoped it would, and I think it's maybe a timing thing.
Yeah.
But every now and then I still make them. So I'll show you guys for anyone who doesn't know what they are or what they look like. So I made a
That's really cool.
sample beads thing to show people
Oh,
what
that's
the waist beads look
gorgeous.
like. So I don't know. I hope you
Girl,
guys can see them.
so pretty.
So these are like all different colors, all
How
different
many are there?
there's like one,
20?
two, three, four, yeah, maybe about 20. So all different sizes, colors, styles. So that's what waist beads look like. So the way I made them is
Uh-huh.
I put them on a wire. Now traditionally they're made on a string. You tie the string, like you size it to your waist, you tie it like you knot it so that it doesn't come undone, and you leave it on. You go in the shower, you go swimming, everything, you never take them
You
off.
never take it off.
But
Okay.
the way I made it is I made it on a beading wire, and it actually has a clasp. So you
Oh,
can actually take it on and off.
right, right.
Yeah, so these are my waist beads. So I'm proud of my waist beads. So this is how Kimira Jewels started, with the waist beads. And then I started doing like wooden earrings and things like that.
Yeah.
And then I ventured into selling wigs, because then I was using wigs as a protective style when I first went natural and was
Right,
trying to learn my hair and all that stuff. So
right.
um yeah, but again, I think it was a timing thing. It just didn't really take off the way I had some sales here and there, but
Mm-hmm.
it didn't really take off the way I had hoped it would. So I don't really push it too much. But the website is still there, www.kimirajewels.com. So if anyone wants to take a look at the beads, what they look like, you're free to take a look. But yeah, so that's where the Kimira Jewels name came from. And then because I was doing the natural hair thing at the same time, I kind of just started doing the natural hair thing, and then I
Right.
just left the name alone because I thought it was cute. And so I started in the natural hair thing. And so if you look on my Instagram, even on my YouTube page, I have a natural hair playlist. So a lot of you here know me for my wigs, because that's what I've been doing, and mostly in the past little while, is wig reviews. Um, so I started doing the natural hair thing on Instagram. I
Mm-hmm.
have a few videos that I posted, I think back in 2011, 12, somewhere around there, on my YouTube channel.
Right.
And then when I started getting into the protective styles, because I didn't really know much about wigs. Like I had just gotten into wigs,
Right.
and I saw that there was all these different options. Because what I knew of wigs are like these grandmother wigs that look like hats, and I'm like,
The
right,
wigs that were so ugly back in the day. I know
yeah,
exactly what you're talking about.
right. So then I started looking into it, and I was like, hold on a minute. Wigs have come a long way. What is going on here? So I started wearing wigs, and I actually have a couple of really old wig reviews, which I'm like, don't go back and watch it, but I'm just kidding. Go watch. You can watch it and see where I started.
It's
So I
nice to
started
see the journey, like where you started and like where you know where you are today. Because we're gonna get into that.
exactly. Exactly. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna leave them. It shows people
Mm-hmm.
where I started, and it's so funny when I watch them back. I'm like, hey guys, welcome to my. It just I was so like shy, and like now
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, look, I'm wearing this wig today, and so interesting to see how far I've come. But yeah, so I started getting into wigs as protective styles. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I was wearing braids here and there, but because I have fine natural hair, it
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of stress on my hair. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I can't do the crochet braids anymore. I can't do the single. It was just too much stress on my hair. So that's why I started getting into the wigs.
Right.
And when I saw the options, you have long wigs, short wigs, curly wigs,
Different kinds of wigs. Yeah.
colors. So I just
Yeah.
started getting into it all.
Well, I
And
knew you were coming on the show, so I was like, to pay homage to Kimira Jewels, I took out my trusty protective hair.
and you look beautiful.
You were gorgeous as well,
Thank
girl.
you. Thank you. So yeah, and a lot of you that know me for my wigs are probably like, oh my goodness, she's wearing a dark wig. What's going on here? Because I do a lot of colored wigs on my channel. So I got right into the protective styles. And then I said, you know what? Maybe I should start reviewing them for people who are kind of going through what I'm going through, might want to put on wigs as a protective style or while their hair grows or whatever the reasons are. So I started to review the wigs, and I found that there was other reviewers out there, and I was really enjoying it. Like after some time, I really felt comfortable in front of the camera, and I just kept going. And so initially, okay, so to back it up a little bit, I started my channel in 2011.
Yep.
And I wasn't really that serious about it. So I had a couple of, like, I have a waist beads video, I have another like a bracelet video, and then I have my few natural hair videos.
Right.
Between 2011 and the end of 2018, I had only uploaded 10 videos. That's it. Between 2011, 2018.
Wow.
10 videos. That's it.
Only 10 videos. Okay.
That's pretty much like once a year, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wasn't really serious about it.
Sure there's a bunch of Curlfriends in the Curl chat who, you know, they've had their channels that are sitting there. It's not consistent, and they're trying, but you remain committed.
Yes, I started again last January, so January 2019.
Right.
And I said, okay, I'm gonna do this again, but this time I'm going to be consistent because I didn't see any growth at all. I wasn't serious about it like that.
Right.
But I really wanted to get into this because I enjoyed them so much, and I want to bring to people the reviews and help people save money, because I'm one of those people who I price match. My family laughs at me all the time. I'll price match for like 2 pennies. Every penny adds up.
That's smart. No, for sure. Like if you want to be marketable, you want to make sure that you're competitive with your pricing, you have to do those things, right?
Exactly. So I'm always trying to find the best deals. I'm always trying to, coupons and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me help my fellow curl friends out here, people who are transitioning or people who have alopecia, whatever the reasons are that they're wearing wigs or protective styling. Let me help them save money. Or even sometimes you look at the stock card of the wig and you're like, that wig doesn't look too. But those stock cards do the wigs no justice. I don't even buy. I just buy. If I see it and I see potential, I will buy it because you can totally customize them and make them fit your style.
Right.
So January of last year, I said to myself, I'm going to upload at least one video each week. I promised myself January 12th. I remember the day, January 12th, 2019. I said, today I'm going to drop a video, and every week after I'm going to continue, because I noticed that in order to grow, you have to be consistent.
Right.
If you're not consistent, you're not going to grow. Exactly. So I was dropping those videos every week, and it came to, so I had some major health issues, which I'll get into another time. I actually have a video that I made, and I need to edit it and everything else, but I had some major health issues, and I had a major surgery last March.
Right.
And before the surgery, I said, you know what? I don't want to have any interruption in my channel. So I bulk recorded 10 videos in one weekend.
Wow.
10 videos. That's so that I can continue, because I actually had to take time off work. I was off work for almost 2 months and pretty much bedridden for that time. So I wasn't going to be able to record any videos. So I said, okay, I'm going to bulk record 10 videos. That way, when I'm in bed, I can edit my videos and keep dropping them. And no one even knew.
Dedication.
Pardon?
That's dedication. That's dedication. Like, the fact that you knew you were not well, and the easy thing to do is to be like, I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm in pain, whatever it is, I'm not going to do this. But you thought ahead. Like, that is actually really commendable. That's amazing.
Thank you. I had to, because I made that promise to myself, and I said I wasn't going to let anything get in the way of that. So I did the videos, and what some people don't know is that I actually record and edit all of my videos on my cell phone. So for anybody who wants to start a channel, don't think, I don't have special equipment, I don't have a camera, to this day, I record and edit all of my videos on my iPhone.
Wow. So many gems of advice. Because the fact that you say that, like, I know a lot of us Curlfriends, like, we start, these are small YouTubers, we start our channels and we think that we need like the best tech, we need the best camera, we need the best everything. And you literally got monetized off of like, and you're still making the videos off of your camera. That is amazing, Kimira.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So please, guys, don't let that stop you. You do
Yeah.
not need special equipment. All you
Yeah.
need is, and I had an Android before, so there's no like Android versus iPhone thing going on here. You can do it on your Android. You can do it on your iPhone. There's
Right.
plenty of free programs that you can use to edit. And those programs, they're very comparable to, from what I've heard, because I've not used the desktop version yet, but I've heard that they're very comparable to, and I mean, look at my videos. A lot of people don't even realize that I record and edit everything on my phone.
So we were talking a little bit about the wig reviews, right? And I kind of want to jump back into that because so many of our Curlfriends, they're really, really like, especially with this pandemic, right? Like people are trying to monetize, they're trying to figure out ways to like make their money online. You know, people have lost their jobs, people are laid off, you know, people are in precarious living situations, maybe they can't pay their rent. And so the biggest thing right now is to figure out a way to make money. And so you do a lot of wig reviews. Like I know the wigs are fun, right? For sure the wigs are fun.
So fun.
You don't, from my understanding, you don't like you do a lot of wig collaborations as well too. So like what does that look like for other people out there who might be trying to do the same thing?
Okay, so collaborations.
Yeah.
A lot of some of my collaborations are actually with fellow wig reviewers, which helps because we all have our own set of people, you know, our own subscribers, and they may not have exposure because there's a lot of us out there. I didn't realize how many wig reviewers out there. It was almost discouraging to me because I'm like, this is saturated. Like I don't have any place in here. But I was like, you know what? No, nobody is me. There's only one me, and no one can bring reviews like I can. So I kept pushing. So in doing all that, I built relationships with other Curlfriends, other wig reviewers, and we've collaborated so that we can kind of showcase each other on each other's videos or channels. We might review the same wig or the same wig, different color, or, you know, same color, but different company, different things that we choose to do, but we would collaborate. And in the collaboration, we're saying, you know, hey, I'm collaborating with so-and-so. And it's as easy as just contacting someone and saying, hey, would you like to collaborate with me? Easy.
Right.
And then you just, you plan it out. You decide what wig you're going to review, when you're going to drop it, and then you drop a video. And then you get new subscribers. Their subscribers will come to you. Your subscribers will go to them. So that's a way of growing, doing collaborations with others who are doing a similar, you know, similar type of content that you're doing. I also have worked with a few companies as well. Now, those happen one of two ways. I've reached out to companies and companies have reached out to me.
Wow.
Now, not every company says yes. A lot of companies look at the numbers, so they want to see your subscribers. And if you have a high subscriber count, they tend to want to work with you more.
Right.
Which kind of, this brings me to my subscriber count. So some people show their subscriber count, some don't. It's just a matter of preference. My main reason for not showing that count is because I want people to look at my videos and my content and not at the number. Right. Because a lot of times people will look and say, oh, she's only got 1,000 subscribers. Or, oh, she's not great for this. Yeah. Right? But it doesn't show the number. They'll look at your video like, wow, she's got some pretty good, like I have seen some people, 100 subscribers with videos better than people who have 2 million subscribers. Got to look at the content and got to look at the potential, right? So that was my reason for doing that. And
strategy to remove it.
It is. And it could work and it may not work because some people might come and say, oh, she's not showing her channel. What is she hiding? And then they go. You kind of have to find what works for you. You might want to try it for a bit to see if it works. For me, I'm not sure whether it worked or it didn't work because at the same time, I was kind of doing collaborations as well. So my growth could have been from the collaborations. I don't know. But I'm not going to hide my number forever. I will show it soon. But I am still a small YouTuber.
Are you going to tell us?
You guys will see it soon. I promise. I will see the number soon. I want to grow a little bit more and hit some milestones first before I put that out there. But I promise you, I am still a small YouTuber, although I've been monetized. So I'll kind of, as we go along, I think you had some questions that you wanted to ask me with regards to that, and we can kind of get more into that.
Yeah. So like the thing is like, okay, so many of the Curlfriends in the chat, and you guys, identify yourselves. Like if you're a content creator and you're in the wig space or you're in the natural hair space, which a lot of us are, a lot of our Curlfriends are trying to secure these brand ambassadorships, or they're trying to secure, collaborations, or just trying to like secure something that's going to monetize their brands. And so one of the things that you touched on, Kimira, and I think it's really interesting if we can like flesh that out further, is, remaining persistent. So not really losing that steam, because like you've been in the game since 2011, not only selling your beautiful beads, but also, still like at some point telling yourself, listen, sickness or no sickness, feeling like it or not feeling like it, because let's be real, we don't always feel like making content. Okay.
That is the truth.
You don't always feel like it. Like you just don't always feel like getting pretty for the camera. You don't necessarily feel like, you just don't, right? And so one of the things that I think is really interesting to kind of talk about further is like, how do you remain like determined in the face of no, in the face of like low subscribers, in the face of just so many things telling you like what's the point? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how did you do that? Because like I think that's really phenomenal, Kimira.
You know what? I think it's one of those things where if you really want it, you have a goal that you want to reach, and you have to remember everybody started somewhere. People didn't just wake up and have, they worked for the millions of subscribers or however many subscribers they have. So you have to remember that. And everybody has their own pace, their own growth. Some people will blow up in a few months. Some people will blow up in a few years. But I believe in God. And I believe that when it's for you and when your timing is right, it'll happen.
Right.
Like I said, if it's 2 months, it'll happen in 2 months. If it's 2 years, it'll happen in 2 years. But you just have to keep fighting. You have to keep pushing. Like you just have to remember you have a goal and you have to get to that goal. And for me as well, I have 2 children. My son is almost 17. My daughter is almost 13. And I want to show them that if you put your mind and your heart into something, you can accomplish great things. So if I give up, they're going to see me give up. And I do not want that for my children. I want the best for my children. I want to see them like far excel myself and my husband. So you have to keep going, even when you feel discouraged. And it's those times where they say it's when you feel discouraged and you're feeling that pressure, you're almost at your breakthrough. So keep pushing. I don't know if you were, I was on my live last week. I had showed a picture of, I'll try to find the picture of 2 men who were digging, and they were like on top of each other underground. And then you could see the treasure at the end. One man, he was like right there, and he gave up. But the other guy, he kept going without knowing what was on the other side. You don't know what's on that other side. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing.
Right. I love that, because you know what? Like that advice is solid. So like I put that in the curl chat for people to see and to hold on to, because that advice is exactly what pushed me in my journey in becoming a lawyer. Like, there's so many times, anything my dad always says, and my mom and my dad, they always say, nothing good in life comes easily except for trouble. And so if you're trying to build something of value, like I piggyback that 100%, Kimira, like you're trying to build something of value, you're going to have to just keep pushing through it beyond the breaking point. Because it's literally at the breaking point, if you can get past that, that's when the success.
It's so true.
Have you noticed that? Like,
I have noticed that. It's so true.
Yeah. And so your success came, and I'm gonna let you introduce it. What was your success, Kimira?
My success is that I became monetized. Yay!
Woo!
So I got monetized last month, and it was unexpected. And I'll tell you the reason. So with YouTube, in order to become monetized, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, as well as having 4,000 watch hours. That is a huge feat, especially when you're posting 5-minute videos and people are only watching like a minute. Literally, I check my analytics, and I will post 5 to 7-minute videos, and a lot of people are only watching literally like a minute of that video. So when you think of that minute in the 4,000 hours, how long it's going to take to achieve that 4,000 hours, it looks hopeless.
Yeah.
But it is not. So I started being consistent last year, January. So let's say a year and 4 months or so it's been since. And by the time I got monetized, and I'll tell you guys the reason I got monetized. But just before I got monetized, I sorry, I had 2,000 watch hours. So that's half
Wow.
the hours that I needed in a year and 4 months.
Right.
So I said, okay, it took me a year and 4 months to get 2,000. It's gonna take me at least another year or so to get that remaining 2,000 to become monetized. So I saw a challenge that was going on Instagram and YouTube as well, but it was mainly Instagram that I saw it. And it's called the Don't Rush Challenge. So I don't know if everybody's seen that challenge as yet.
Yep.
But I saw the challenge. I'm like, oh, this is neat. So for anyone who doesn't know what the challenge is, I actually have like 13 of them on my channel, so you can check them out.
You went in. I love it.
But it basically, okay, everybody's at home and people are bored with nothing to do. So you notice like a lot of people are on YouTube and Instagram, and a lot of people are on social media now. So this challenge involved people in their, plain everyday clothing, which most of us are during all this shutdown.
Yep.
And people were itching like, oh, we don't get the chance to dress up because we're not going anywhere. So in this challenge, the first scene is you in your plain, everyday gear. And then you transform with the makeup and the dress, and it doesn't have to be about makeup because it's about the transformation. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't know how to do makeup. No, it's not about that. It's the transformation, looking good for you, what you feel good in.
Yep.
You transform.
Yep.
So I had only intended on doing 2, 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I found what happened was because you've got to find a group of people to do it with. So
Right.
8 or so people to do it with.
And that's your relationship building right there, because people want to have they need to want to work with you.
Exactly. So I had quite a number of people that I wanted to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And a huge number of them as well were people who aren't on social media. They're not content creators. So some people, they didn't know how to edit.
Mm-hmm.
Others had no other people to do it with. So I said, you know what? Let me get some groups together. So I started getting groups together, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. And you can't put everyone in one video. So I ended up with 13 different groups of like 13 women, 13 groups.
And you balance that with a family, with kids, with a husband, with a full-time job. Like, that is dedication.
You know what? I don't know what it was.
Right.
But something just must be God, because it just, I pushed.
Yeah.
And like I said to you, I only intended on doing a few of them because some people had asked me to do it with them. And then because of work and everything, I didn't have a chance to join those particular groups.
Right.
But then I was like, you know what? Okay, let me make some time. Let me do this. I found some people who wanted to do it. I started doing the groups. And then I ended up editing every night and dropping the video the next day. Mm-hmm. So for like 13 days straight, edit one night, drop the next day. And that's unheard of for me because the editing process is, as you guys who are content creators know, it's challenging. Like I cannot, on a normal day, I cannot edit every day. It's unrealistic.
How long did one take you to do? Like just to add to numbers for us.
For the Don't Rush challenges, those are like 2-minute videos.
Mm-hmm.
And they were fairly easy to put together because everybody recorded their clips, sent me the clips, and then I just basically put the clips together, shortened the clips and made sure they flowed, and then put the music on top of it. So if I could put a time to it, because I didn't always sit down and do it in one shot,
right?
But I would say maybe 2 hours, maybe.
Yeah, but that's every day on top of your regular. Understand, Curlfriends. She has a full-time life.
I do.
I know that. That's crazy. And you still push through. Like, what was it that, because like my understanding and, my connection to you has been solely through social media. And of course we met in person again. But you really push other YouTubers. You really do. And so what was that, like, what was your inner motivation with pushing those Don't Rush challenge? Because how would you know? You would never know that you're going to go viral with this thing. Like,
For me, it was solely to have fun and to help other people. Because my heart, when people came to me and they were like, I don't have anyone to do it with, I don't know how to edit. I'm like, okay, I have a group. Put them in the group. And then somebody else would come, oh, the group is full. Okay, I'm building another group. And I kept going like that and going like that. Because what happened was I had asked some people and not everybody came to me right away. So then I had groups set and then people would come and then I have to make another group. And then it kept on going like that. So originally the videos didn't blow up. I just posted them and that's it. I didn't pay attention to them. And normally when I'm doing my videos, before I post them, I make sure I have, good hashtags. I make sure, because hashtags help push you in the algorithm, this whole algorithm thing. For anybody who does content creation knows what I'm talking about. If you don't do content creation, there are certain keywords and things that you can attach to your video that will help to push your video in YouTube and push it out for people to see your video other than your subscribers. So I didn't do any of that stuff. All I said was "Don't Rush Challenge." That was the title for pretty much all of them. "Don't Rush Challenge."
The same title. "Don't Rush Challenge."
Some of them I might put "Don't Rush Challenge" or "Don't Rush Challenge TikTok," but that's it. They were pretty much all "Don't Rush Challenge" because I was literally editing them and dropping them, so I didn't put thought into it. It was just a fun thing for me. It wasn't something that I was going to do to try to blow up. It was just, like I said, it's just fun. And I was helping people who they couldn't do it. So I was like, my heart was like, oh my gosh, they can't do it. So I'm going to do it. I'll be the one to edit the video. You can't edit. Okay, come, I have a group. Even I met somebody who had commented on one of my Don't Rush challenges. And she said she had wanted to do it, but she had no one. So I said, I have a group. You on IG? Okay, message me. I'll push you in this group. And I just met her. So,
I love that. I love that. Like, that warms my heart. That's so beautiful.
And for those who don't know, I did one with Lavinia. She's in one of my Don't Rush challenges as well.
Yeah, I showed up. I think it's the one when you're wearing the beautiful, it's like a sky blue, very jewel tone dress.
Yes.
That one, right? Yeah.
After 13, I don't even remember, but
that was so much fun. I remember when my own experience with Kimira, she reached out to me. And she reached out to me pretty early on in the Don't Rush Challenge trend of the phase, right? And so she was like, oh, do you want to do this Don't Rush Challenge? And I was like, well, what's that? Right? I had no clue what it was, of course. But Kimira knew. And she, she sent me the video. She explained to me exactly what the trend was. And I was like, that sounds kind of cool. And so on the back end of it, I was in that process, seeing her talk to different Curlfriends, talk to different brands. We're all there's 8 or 10 women in one group discussing how to do this thing. And I mean, if you're a girl's girl or you've been around many women, you know that it's not always the most calmest. It's not always the most cleanest. It's not always the most respectful. I mean, in our case, it was. But dealing with so many different personalities and leading it, because Kimira, you were the leader of that. It's difficult. And so I truly do commend you for doing that. Not once, not twice, but 13 times over. You're fantastic. You deserve that monetization. Girl, you earned it. So you know what I mean?
Thank you.
That is so amazing. And so when you did that, did you think to yourself that this thing is going to go viral? I'm going to get monetized from it. What was in your mind?
Not one bit. For me, it was just a challenge that I saw. I was like, oh, this is fun. Let me do this. And I just kept putting out the videos. And initially they didn't grow. And then one day I looked and one of my videos was 7K. I'm like, what? 7K? Because, okay, to put some context to this. So my regular videos that I post usually will get anywhere between 100 to 300 views per video. That's, roughly. So for me to see even 1,000 views on a video,
that's a lot.
Then it was at 7, and then they kept growing and growing, and I'm like, what is going on here? And at the same time, I still had other groups to keep going through. So at the same time, I think it was maybe the fifth video or so, it started growing. They started to grow, and I was like, So I had no clue. It wasn't even my intention to say, okay, this is going to go viral, because I saw so many other people doing it. But for whatever reason, they just started growing. And as of today, one of my videos is at 70K views. I'm like, 70,000 views.
That's a lot. And for the content creators in here, you guys know how hard those views are. You know how hard those likes are. You know the system from the inside out. And so that is a very difficult feat. Like when we say viral, we're talking viral for your channel.
My channel.
Your
Yes.
channel, what are the views that you were used to getting?
Yeah, 100 to 200.
100 to 200.
200, 300. It just depends if it's a newer wig or whatever. But I would say average 200 views per video.
Right.
And even if you scroll through my list of videos, you'll see the average of the videos.
Mm-hmm.
So with those, so what happened then was one video started to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And then another video started to grow. So they've all pretty much grown. Some of them have like 6,000-ish views.
Right.
And then I have the one that's at 70K now. I have one that's at like 40-something K. And they're still growing. And I'm just like,
they're still growing?
Because people are still finding out about the challenge. And it's been a month. It's been about a month.
Right. So Kimira, I see a questions coming in the Curl chat. And we've got a program, but I want to make this as fluid as possible because, engage.
Yes. Sorry, guys. We're talking and not even. Sorry, guys.
No, don't be at all. This is what we do. This is what we do on Curl Chat Wednesday. So Naturally Zandra, she's a content creator here on YouTube, and she does natural hair videos herself. I know you guys know each other. Hey, Zandra. She says, Kimira, is your content set to made for kids or not made for kids?
Not made for kids.
Question.
Yes, mine is set to not made for kids.
Not made for kids. Okay, and so that probably, would you say that contributed to the Don't Rush Challenge videos, being able to take off the way they did? Like, do you think that setting makes a difference?
I'm not sure because I never have mine set to made for kids. So I wouldn't know the difference. All my videos are set to not made for kids. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay. So the Don't Rush Challenge is going on, and then you gain monetization. So what was that feeling like? Like, walk us through.
Sure. Okay.
Your shoes.
So it was about April 8th or 9th when I started posting the Don't Rush challenges. Mm-hmm. And then a few, like 5 or so days later, they just all started to grow. And then I saw my numbers like just climbing and climbing and climbing. And I'm like, what is going? I was so not prepared because I have like, YouTube has, what do you call it? There's like something where you can read up on monetization and the rules and all those policies and all that stuff. So I had started reading that stuff in preparation like a year from now. I was like, taking my time, And then I saw the numbers climbing. And in the span of 2 weeks, mm-hmm. I achieved the remaining 2,000 hours. So I achieved in 2 weeks what I accomplished in a year and 4 months.
That's crazy.
The Don't Rush challenges. So it totally caught me by surprise. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who were on my live, my celebration live, all I was doing was crying.
She cried a lot.
I cried a lot. My eyelashes were like falling off and everything. If I talk too much about it, I'll get emotional again. So I'm not going to talk too much about it. But it completely caught me by surprise. Like because I didn't expect to see that until at least a year from now. I saw it in 2 weeks. And it's still growing. And I'm just like, this is crazy.
I feel like you manifested it though. Like when you start doing things like sacrificing what feels good, what's reasonable, what's like, anybody would understand. Anybody in their right mind would be like, or not even in their right mind, anybody period. The instinctual response when you're not feeling well and you're in your bed is not, oh, my YouTube channel schedule needs to do what I do to get better. And so when you start doing things like that, I feel like that puts an energy out there that like, listen, I'm for real. I want this and I'm going to get this. And no matter what, I deserve it. So like, even when you and I were talking, in preparation for tonight, one of the things that we discussed was like, okay, yes, your Don't Rush challenges went viral several times over, but the truth of the matter is there's so many tiny steps that have to set you up for that viral moment, for that monetization. Like it couldn't have happened by itself, right?
Right.
So like that to me, in terms of like so many of the small YouTubers in here, they don't have the viral video going on, like, or, you know, maybe they are looking for the viral video or that viral topic. What would you say is a tip, so to speak, to like getting on those trends? Because girl, you were on it early. You boom, you hit it like on the notch. Like it was amazing.
You know what? Again, like I said, it happened just it just happened because I didn't set out to put out the videos because they were going to blow up. I put them out because they were fun and, you know, it was something to do when everybody's at home. But what I've learned from this now is that if you get onto something that's trending, it will pick up, which is what's happening to my Don't Rush videos. And because people are still finding out about it, it is still growing. Like I'm in disbelief. My first video went up to like 27K and I'm like, yay! Today, another video, and it wasn't even the original video that started growing, a different one passed it and is now at 70K. So I'm just like, wow. So I think the timing and everything and just catching that trend is what took off. Like, and so what I've noticed now and I've observed, people will do compilation videos of like TikToks and memes and things like that. And I see that people are getting a lot of views based on those. So what I've learned and noticed is that if you find a trend and you jump on that trend earlier enough in the trend, your video will probably get picked up and will go, we call it viral for my channel, but can go viral for your channel too. That's what I've learned. That being said, my channel is not really a challenge channel per se, and I'm not saying I won't ever do challenges again because I enjoyed it and I will definitely do challenges again. But my channel is a hair channel, you know, wigs channel, because I plan on doing my natural hair. So we'll get into that. There's some natural hair stories I got to tell you guys about too. But right now I'm doing the wig reviews. I have a few vlog videos. I have some nail videos because I do my nails, I grow my nails and stuff like that too. So I want to focus on those and keep those growing, because even though I have my viral videos, my regular videos are still getting those average views that I was getting before. So my subscribers didn't necessarily blow up, but it's the views that blew up. So when I check my analytics, I noticed that about 80% of the people who are viewing my videos are people who are not subscribed to me. Right. So it's the views. And a lot of people don't realize that it's not so much about the subscribers, but it's about the views. And that's what got me monetized. Not the amount of subscribers, it was the views. It was the minutes, the watch time. So what I want to say is that it's important for, and us content creators know this, but anybody who's not a content creator or someone who's not, because there's a few that I see, hi guys, that are not content creators, but they know this already because they've been in our lives and they understand how it works. When you are watching your favorite creators' videos, please watch the whole video. And you've got to watch it from the beginning to the end, because if you don't, YouTube doesn't count, like they don't count the fact that you have 1 million subscribers. Great if you have 1 million subscribers. If no one's viewing your videos, when you're monetized, they're not going to pay you based on those subscribers. They pay you based on the watch time. So that's why it's important, if you are supporting your creator, your favorite creators, support them fully and please try to watch the whole video. And then in the case of being monetized, they now put ads on those videos, and the ads are also another way to support your creators. So try to watch the ads as well without skipping. I understand life happens, you're busy. You know, I don't expect people to always 100% watch all the ads and watch all the videos. Sometimes you come back later and watch a video. That's fine. Like, even if you watch a minute of my video, I appreciate that, because that was a minute that I didn't have before. Right. But in order for us to continue growing and to continue being monetized, we need to continue accumulating that watch time. So I know the Don't Rush challenges aren't going to last forever. My watch time isn't going to keep growing forever on those. I need to keep growing the time on my wig reviews or my hair videos or my fitness. Like I've a whole bunch of content planned for my channel. So I just wanted to impart upon people that it's important, if you're supporting, in order to fully support that creator, you need to watch the full video from beginning to end. Because sometimes if you leave that video in the beginning, YouTube thinks, oh, they're bored, they didn't like it, and that's why they left. No, it may be because they were doing something, they need to come later, but YouTube doesn't know that. So that's why we say try to watch from the beginning to the end.
That's a fantastic tip. A lot of us content creators in here, we have groups. such as the one that you mentioned, and the ones that you were in. And one of the strategies that we like to use is to, as a group, we watch each other's stuff, we support each other's stuff, all that kind of thing, right? And so I guess, like, what's your take on, say, for example, watching a video, but like Silky Sax and yourself and myself in our other groups. Hi, Silky.
That's
that goes for everybody.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Silky. I love yourself. Hi, Miss Claudia. Hi, hi, pretty brownie one. I think Ashura is in here. Yoltz, Jordan, Sky. Hello to everybody. Please drop your comment in the comments if I haven't mentioned you, because I'm here to show love to everybody. But what's your take on what we like to call watching in the bushes? Because I'm one of those people who at any given time, I have 5 million things to do at the same time. And so what's your take on that? Like literally watching in the bushes, like watching the video in the bushes. So not necessarily engaging with it as 100%, but just watching. What's your take?
For me personally, I don't mind. If someone, life happens.
Yeah.
I'm busy. Like you said, I have a full-time job. Most times I work really literally like 7 to 7. So that doesn't leave a lot of time at the end of the day for family, got to do dinner and everything else. And before everything shut down, my children have sports, my daughter has her ice skating, things like that. So I understand that life happens and you still want to support someone. So if you have to be running people in the bushes, and to explain people what bushes means, you're running the video, but you're not necessarily paying attention or focused on it. You're letting it run because you're supporting them by letting them accumulate that watch time. So I don't mind that at all. Yeah. People are busy, and if that's the way they can support me, that's the way they will watch when they get a chance. If they're a true supporter, they will come back. Like for me, I might run something just to make sure it runs from the beginning to the end, and then I will go back and I will watch it again to catch whatever I've missed, or to make a comment or whatever. So for me, it's support. Whether you're physically watching the whole video or whether you're running the video, it's all support to me. So I know some people get offended when they feel like you're not watching the content. And I get that, because you put that hard work, blood, sweat, and tears into it. You want people to watch that video because you put so much into it.
It's so much work.
It's a lot of work. But then you have to remember, people have lives. It's not all about social media. You have to pay attention to your real, like, this stuff that's going on now should have taught people that life is short and you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't. So enjoy your family, enjoy your friends, enjoy real life. The social media is not going anywhere. It's gonna be there.
Yeah. So I see people are commenting. Lady Babin, shout outs. Thank you so much for your amazing comment. Great tips. I agree with you, girl. Tasha Society, hey fam. Thank you so much to everyone who with your sweet comments that were looking beautiful. I appreciate that. This was not planned, by the way. The lipstick. Like I came on, I was like, "Girl, you're wearing a mixed color," and she was like, "Girl, so are you."
And I was gonna wear a nude one. Okay, so for other people who don't know me, so as part of my wig reviews, I always incorporate a lipstick or some type of lippy, because I love a lot of things. Yes. But lippies and wigs, so that's my whole thing. So I was looking, I'm like, should I do a nude lip? Should I do pink? I'm like, I'm gonna do red. And then I come on and she's done red as well.
Totally unplanned. Totally unplanned. So back in 2009, no, sorry, not 2009, 2011, actually, I also had a channel. And the channel, I had it while I was in law school. It was called Viva the Diva TV. And so the reason why I bring up Viva the Diva TV is that Viva the Diva TV actually, and it achieved, at that time, there was not this requirement for, like I put in the comment box, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. It wasn't clear what the requirements were, but it was much lower and it was much easier. You were able to, message people directly and send your video out. There were tools that were letting you message people directly and send your videos out. So like literally, like you'd be marketing your stuff in your sleep, because that thing is just sending out. Gone, doesn't exist anymore. And so I got monetized. At the time we did monetization, they called it partner. So I achieved partner. And so at that point, Google AdSense comes in, and you're able to now start getting money on your videos. And so for me, back in 2009, and this is way before there were companies that were like, oh, your videos are monetized, let's manage you, right? I'm sure you're probably getting a little bit of that now, Kimira, right? Where, you know, people are messaging you about these major networks, like channel networks that you join in and you get like ads, or their whole thing is that we're going to connect you with more advertisers and thereby increase your money. But there was a lot of them back in 2009. And so in my experience, I had to cut Viva the Diva TV because it was either do Viva the Diva TV and drop videos every single day and drop out of law school, or become a lawyer and drop Viva the Diva TV. At the same time, I was like juggling being the national president of the Black Law Students Association of Canada. I was, you know, trying to get my grades up, trying to get my first law job. Like, it was just madness, trying to like everything at once. So between that, you know, speaking to my mom and my now husband, who I met in law school, I decided to drop Viva the Diva TV. So returning to the point is in that entire time between 2011 to now, I made about, I think, $200 Canadian off of it. So Kimira, and you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to, what is your take on, you know, how much money's on the back end of these videos, like in terms of like advertising and stuff like that? Is it a lot?
Not a lot. It's not a, it's right now. Okay, so let me explain something. So yes, my videos went viral, but because the music that I used in the video is copyrighted music, those videos can't be monetized. So all those views, I cannot monetize any of that. So the monetization will be based on my wig reviews or any of my regular videos where I have like 200 views, or, you know, it is not a lot at all. Like, you really can't even buy like a Happy Meal.
Oh my goodness. Is it that bad?
Pennies per video, pennies. So in order for it to be substantial,
right,
you have to have thousands of views per video. And I'm not there yet. So I know I still have a lot of work to do. Don't be discouraged. It's a start, and it's a milestone that I've reached. And I'm so proud of myself for it. Because before you get monetized, you have no idea of what that looks like. So now that I know what that looks like and what kind of work I need to put in, I'm going to keep grinding and grinding and grinding. But yeah, you need a lot, like thousands of views in order to get anything substantial. So don't quit your day job.
No, definitely not. Like, based on, like, I'm an optimist, right? And so I was hoping by saying that you would have said something to the effect of, no, girl, there's way more money to be made since 2011. Like, I was hoping that it would change, because I don't know what it looks like. Like, for those of you guys, I'm not monetized. I think I'm sitting at 365 subs and like something like 500 watch hours or something like that. So I'm far away from it. But all that to say, I don't know what monetization looks like today. And so
what you're saying, it's about the same, I would say.
It's the same.
Yeah, maybe even worse. I don't know. But it's not, it really right now, it's not enough.
Right.
Not enough.
That's crazy. Cause like, I remember, and you know, if it's the same, please let us know. Like, one video might garner like maybe 10 cents, 20 cents, $1. Like, that's crazy. So like, I don't think the money is there. One thing that is new about YouTube though, that I've seen, is this opportunity to have like, for your subs to like directly support you through super chats. Yeah, right? So like, that's something that when do you get that from here?
Now that is helpful. When people donate that way, then it's more substantial, obviously, because people will donate $2, $3, $5, 20, whatever is on people's part to donate. And I've noticed people will more do that on your monetization celebration video. So it's not really a regular thing. But if you have lives and you have premieres, the option is there for people to send you super chats, and super chats is just people sending money, donating money to you.
Right. And is that coming with the monetization feature, or is that there without the monetization feature?
Yeah, I think that's sort of aside from it, because it doesn't accumulate. It's just whatever people send you, that's just it. It's like they gave you a gift and that's it. The monetization piece is more on your videos, your watch time that's accumulating, any ads that people are watching
Right.
for videos that are not copyrighted. If you have a video with copyrighted music, you're done. You can't monetize that video at all. You get zero.
Does
So
the watch time count on that?
the watch time still counts. So that's the good
okay.
thing about it. Even though it's copyrighted, the watch time still counts. So
Okay.
that's awesome. But monetary wise, all that money goes to whoever the artist is that's copyrighted it. That's where the money goes.
So if I want to make a video with like Megan Thee Stallion and like Beyonce's like Savage, I can get my watch time off of that still?
You sure can.
Any-
You can't get the money, but you'll get the watch time. Which watch time is very important. It is very important because it helps to keep you in the monetization. You have to have enough watch time to keep you in the monetization. So it's so important.
Let's talk more about that. So what does that mean? Like you can lose your monetization?
I'm pretty sure you can. So again, like I said, everything kind of blew up. So I couldn't read. I was reading the stuff so I'm still working and everything. So I'm still working my way through reading all the policies and procedures and everything. But what I've heard, because you'll hear a lot of different things on different lives and things like that, is that if you fall under the hours, they can demonetize you. I don't know how true that is. So please do your due diligence, do research, whatever, because I still need to research it myself. It's just everything happened so quickly that I'm still working my way through all the information.
It's true because like Viva the Diva TV, I renamed it Lavinia Larice, and then I just stopped doing it. But up until a year or two ago, I lost the monetization status on it. So I do remember, I think there's an email in my account it was like an email notification from YouTube saying, you know, this is what we're changing. If you don't accumulate like 4,000 watch hours in 1 year, and they gave a time frame. So, you know, thank you to YouTube for that. Like they gave a time frame of like when this thing would kick in. I mean, in the moment, I didn't really care about it because again, I was like focused on my career as a lawyer, and like now that that's solidified, I've had a little bit more time to engage in my hobbies more. But at the time, like I didn't think that you could still lose your monetization. Like I think that's a little bit harsh. So
it is.
But
sorry, I'm looking at my phone. For anybody that knows me, whenever I go live, I look at the comments because it's easier for me to see. And I'm seeing that there's some questions, guys. So our apologies.
Yeah, let's go back up. I think we've gotten through the main piece of what we wanted to bring the program. So let's go back up and I'm going to see. And you guys, if you've asked a question and we've missed it, please put it back in the comment box. I'm scrolling up to make sure that I don't miss anything because this needs to be as like, this is for you. And this is for me. Like I'm learning, you're learning, we're all learning together. So I don't want to miss anybody. Okay. So Zandra says uploading every day. That's crazy. So what I get from that is that I guess she's wanting to know if it's advisable to upload every single day to gain monetization. Because I think in that point we were talking about that.
Yes. Okay. So uploading every day. Now, in terms of me doing the challenge, that just, again, like I said, it just happened that I was uploading every day. Mm-hmm. So does that help? It's possible. But with YouTube, it is so hard to determine what works, what doesn't, because there's so many aspects to it. Like, did you use hashtags? Did you use a certain title? Did you post at the time of day when your subscribers are watching? Like, there's so many things that can drive you crazy. Some days I'm looking at it and I'm just like, okay, maybe I'll post on Saturday at 10 a.m. because that's the day that, and it doesn't always work like that because sometimes your subscribers might not be home. Yeah. Or maybe somebody was home from work that day and that's why they ended up watching your video. There's just so much to it that sometimes it's just, you know what, post, and if it's going to work, it's going to work. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But uploading every day, yeah, I think it's a lot.
It's a lot.
For me personally, it's a lot in terms of editing, but not just that. For my subscribers to have to watch my videos on top of everybody else's videos every day, it's a lot. So they're going to have to be picking and choosing which of my videos they're going to watch and which ones they may not watch because they're trying to support other people as well. So for me, I don't upload regularly every day. Again, it was just during that challenge where I was like, okay, I got to get these videos out. But on a regular basis, I'm usually uploading 1, maybe 2 a week. There was a time earlier this year where I had bumped it up to 3. And I don't think 3 is too bad. I think 3 is reasonable. But I just couldn't manage to keep up with that. So for me, 1 to 2 a week, as long as you're doing it, I think at least once a week, you will see progress, because that's all I did all last year into like this year for a whole year, once a week. Every now and then, maybe twice, but really in general, it was once a week.
So Zandra's got another question, and she asked, how soon after the viralness of this trend did you start making viral videos? And Kimira, are you able to see the highlighted questions on the screen?
I can see it, yes.
I can see it. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, so naturally Zandra's question.
So I think, and see, when I discovered the Don't Rush challenges, I think they had already been going maybe a week or so.
Hmm?
I don't know, because I know there were a few that I'd started seeing, and I'm on social media a lot, but not all the time to kind of know. So at the time I started seeing it, I think it had gone viral maybe about a week by the time I started doing and dropping my videos.
Right.
And then by the time I had finished dropping my videos, I thought the trend was just dead. But no, I was wrong. I didn't know. And it's not to say that I was going to keep doing it, because I had to stop at some point.
Right.
It's a lot. Every day, every day, every day, every day. And then not to mention the fact that I was doing different looks every single time. And I don't look like this every day. Like a lot of you who are on my lives, I'm normally zero makeup, sometimes with my natural hair. Just I'm not like this every day. So to have to like put on the makeup all the time, I'm like, I don't how you makeup ladies do it. I applaud you. Because I want to try to get into makeup at some point with my channel, but it's not easy. It's not easy.
It's tough. It's really, really tough. No, for sure. And I have that question as well. Like, I think that's a really great question that naturally Zandra posed, because one of the things, if you're doing your research and you're trying to figure out how to move your brand, the major thing is like jumping on these trends. And so based on what you've said, about the Don't Rush challenge and the fact that like your channel isn't a Don't Rush challenge channel, it's a wig channel. And so I feel like one of the takeaway points that maybe we can have here is try to find something, and you've done it, that you can kind of connect whatever that trend is with whatever your regular content is. So in your case, I've watched all 13 of them because I love you that much. And what I noticed in your videos is that your wigs change. So that's a constant thing right there. Like your wigs are different in almost every single one of those videos. And so that could be connected as well. I see Pretty Brownie 1 says, I'm gonna go ahead.
I have something to add to that after you.
Yes, of course. No, go ahead. I can if we can wait, Pretty Brownie 1.
Sorry guys, we're behind. So sorry.
Yeah.
And after this, guys, if you have questions, please feel free to email me, or all my information is in the description box
Down below.
So you can email me, you can message me on IG. I will answer any questions you have. If you want help on stuff, I am here. I'm so willing to help you guys, because I know what it's like. I'm still small, I'm still trying to grow. So whatever advice I can give you, whatever help I can give you, I am here. But what I wanted to add to that whole trend thing, in terms of wigs,
right?
If I review a wig that just came out, I will get the views. So that's one thing. If you are reviewing a particular product, try to get things as soon as possible. For me, that's a little bit of a challenge, and you would know as well, Lavinia, because we're in Canada. Wigs in Canada, the cost of the wigs alone, it's not even worth it, because most of the wigs that I review are synthetic, and to pay the kind of money, like sometimes $100 for synthetic, no, it's not even worth it.
It's not
so
even
the price that I'd have to pay to get wigs on a regular basis like that, it's not realistic for me.
Yeah.
And then to order it from the States, then a lot of times shipping is like $30 alone on top of a third. Like it's so much. So a lot of the wigs that I tend to review are older wigs, and not to say that they're bad wigs. But they're not the ones that everybody's searching for at the time. But if I could get easier access to the newer wigs, I would get those. I would get those trending views, because that's the wig that's trending. So that's kind of why I wanted to add to that. If you have a certain type of content that you're doing, or a certain kind of product that you're reviewing, the sooner you get it when it's on the market, the better for your views. And it's not to say if you get it later, you won't get the views. It's just you have a better chance of getting those views in the beginning when everything is new, because that's when everybody's looking for it.
It's true. And we see that in the natural hair community too. Like recently there was 2 or 3 major drops actually. There was the Main Choice had like a POW collection drop. Then Tijin did like a rose water drop. And then most recently My Yellow Organics did a rice water drop. And, you know, being here in Canada, even if I were to order it, I wouldn't get it in time to ride that trend, right? So our American friends, our American sisters, our American girlfriends, you guys really have that opportunity to jump on those trends. And I would agree with Kimira that that gives you the opportunity to, you know, ride the SEO wave, right? Because like it might not be a search term right now, but as soon as you get it, if you're the first person to get that shipment, boom, 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 you're able to get those views. You're able to get your watch time up. But Pretty Brownie One says, is it better to have more views or more subscribers, Kimira?
It's better to have more views. And when you say views, because even in the analytics, there's a difference. There's views, and then there's watch time, and then there's subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
The views don't necessarily give you the time. It's the amount of time of those views that's more important, because YouTube does not pay you based on the actual views, but they pay you on the time that the video was watched. So, and that's what I'm saying. Even if you have 1 million subscribers, if no one is watching your videos, you're getting 0.
Oh man.
So they're not paying you based on your subscribers, not at all. They don't care about your subscribers. It's the watch time.
The watch time.
They pay you based on watch time.
Okay.
So I hope I answered the question. If not, feel free to, you know, let me know if I've not answered the question. But it's based on views.
Yeah. Pretty Brownie One asks some creators do Veda. I'm not familiar with Veda.
I think it's video every day.
Okay.
Right? I know Jordan did that. I'm pretty sure Jordan, are you still here? I think Jordan might still be here, but I know Jordan recently did that. But yeah, some creators do it. And I don't know, it could work. It may or may not work. But for my life right now, I can't drop videos every day, unfortunately. I wish I could, but again, I'm also thinking of my fellow creators, and a lot of us are overwhelmed with the amount of support that, because we get new people every day, and you just want to support trust me, if I could support the world, I would support the world. But I can't watch all of those videos at a time. I can't. Hi. You okay? Yeah. My son came in.
There's only 24 hours in one day.
Yes, there's only 24. So you can't, and even if you just run the videos, you only have so many devices that you can run. You know what I mean? So it's tough. And I don't want to add to that load where I'm dropping videos every day. I did it once before where I dropped back-to-back videos. This is aside from the challenge, and the watch time was low. I didn't get a lot of watch time, and I think because I dropped them too close together, and people pick one or the other, as opposed to, okay, if I drop it every week, they'll watch my video every week.
Oh.
And that's just my experience. That doesn't mean it's not going to work for someone else, but for me, that's what I observed.
Tasha's Society said something interesting that I think I'd love to know your take on it. She's mentioned that she started doing reaction videos. Have you done that, Kimira? And if you have, how do you?
I haven't, but I watched Tasha's. I'm subscribed to like everybody who's on here, but I'm subscribed to Tasha, so I've seen her reaction. I've seen other people's reaction videos, and I do see that. Yeah, she became monetized in 2 weeks. I remember when she became monetized. Yeah, so I've seen that a lot of reaction videos get views. People love reaction videos. That's another thing that people seem to love. I haven't done one myself, but I have noticed that reaction videos do get a lot of views.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of the Curlfriends in the Curl chat are agreeing with this. Like, you know, reactions are hot, naturally, Sandra says. And of course, I feel uploading every day will help a lot. And then of course she was the one who mentioned the reaction videos from before. That's really interesting. Okay, so just to feature some other comments, Yolt's Jordan Sky says wigs are hella expensive, especially when you're trying to grow your channel. Yeah, that is a very, very expensive thing to try to do. So given that we know, and this is just my mind is always analyzing information and connecting it to each other. But given what we know about how much money is there to be made on YouTube through these advertisements, it seems that it would make more sense to like build a business structure and then advertise your business structure with your video, because people watch video way more than they engage with any other kind of content. So what's your take on that? Because the wigs are expensive. Like, you've identified a lot of deficits, okay, in the Canadian economy and even in America. Like, it's expensive regardless, right? Like, if you're trying to do a wig a week, that adds up, right? So, you know, and you're not making the money back from your AdSense. So here in Canada, Kimira, is it something that, you know, you think might make more sense to perhaps sell wigs directly, or, you know, connect with the manufacturer, something to like get that moving a little bit better? What's your thoughts on that?
At some point, yes.
Yeah.
And it's something that I've actually tried before, selling wigs. That's all with the jewelry and everything. I had wigs and everything, and spoke with suppliers and everything overseas. I went through all of that, but I think it was a timing thing, and it just wasn't the right time. I think maybe now I've grown a little bit. You know, people are starting to know me a little more, so maybe, you know, now I know I'm not going to do right now, but I think now would be better than when I tried to do it before, and that's why it didn't work. What I do, because wigs are so expensive for me, is I buy wigs on clearance and I buy them on sale. You guys know I like to save money, so
yes, of course. Money is meant to be saved.
You can still review old wigs. There's nothing wrong, because people want, like, some of those newer wigs, when they come out, they're so expensive that people just want to watch the reviews. They're not trying to spend the money for it.
Yeah.
People want to buy the more affordable wigs. And what happens is they release these wigs, and a lot of them are just dupes of wigs that they've released before.
Crazy.
So there's always that more affordable option. So that's why I continue to do the reviews and review, you know, older wigs, because that's more, I can afford that more because I got it on clearance or I got it on sale. Like, I have a whole, whenever I see a really good sale, I stock up. And so I have a lot of wigs. I have a lot of wigs to review because I stocked up, but it's because I found a really good sale and I bought a whole bunch of wigs. But when it comes to the newer wigs, it's better if you grab them ASAP, as soon as possible.
Yeah. Jazzy asks, will some of the bigger YouTubers do a video with either one of you? Ooh, that's a good question. Kimira, you're my guest. I'm letting you answer that first. That's a fantastic question, Jazzy. Thank you.
You know what? It would be nice. Some are open to it, and I say that because I've done a couple of collaborations with some, what I consider to be bigger YouTubers. So I've done a collaboration with Kyra Sean. I've done a collaboration with Wigs to Wanderlust. So to me, they're huge.
And then that's fantastic,
right? So to me, they're bigger, but there are even bigger ones, and I'm almost like, do I even want to approach that person? They're too big, you know? Even when I was approaching, like, I had actually approached Wigs and Wanderlust, and I was just like, she gonna say yes? And then I said, you know what? I have nothing to lose. I asked her, she's like, what do you mean? I love your videos. I'm like, you watch my videos?
Oh, that's sweet.
But, and it's not always about the bigger ones. There's the ones that are on my level that I've done, like, I've done collaborations with Phoebe Rome. Phoebe Rome was actually my first collaboration.
Right.
I have some coming up with some people that are on here. But yeah, I've done collaboration with Miss Chrissy. I can't think of the names right now, but I've done a few collaborations, and I think it's a good way to grow, because, like I said, we all have different sets of people. Sometimes we have people in common that are subscribed to us, but there's sometimes new people who will never have seen you unless it was for that collaboration. So collaborating not just with the big people, but collaborating with the smaller people too, I think is important, because we're helping each other. So you're helping them grow, they're helping you grow. It's a partnership, right?
Partnership. I like that. Pretty Brownie One says, when you are asked by a company to do a wig review, do you have certain criteria that you must meet? And does that decision? How you guys are?
It does. Some companies, how can I put this? There are some companies that I wouldn't do a review for. The reason for that is because they wanted me to give a favorable review, even though I didn't like the wig. I'm not doing that. No, for me, it's important to always be honest.
Yes.
Because I'm going out there and telling people this is a great wig. they go and buy the wig saying, hey, Kimira said buy this wig and it's trash. How does that make me look? That's my reputation.
Of course.
And I pride myself on being honest and giving people honest reviews.
Of course.
So there are certain companies that some of their criteria, you have to say no.
Yeah.
And then there are a few companies where initially when you're starting out, I think it's okay to do reviews for free. So, I mean, you're getting the product for free. They're not paying you.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, they have to pay you for your work because you're putting on makeup. Takes me a long time to put on my makeup. So you're putting on your makeup, you're filming that review, then you're editing that review. Mm-hmm. That's hours. And then you have people who are watching that video and possibly buying those wigs because of your review. I think it's only fair that they compensate you other than just a free wig, because you get the free wig, but it's not paying your bills. It's just a wig. Yeah. It doesn't appreciate and value. You know what I mean? So at some point in the beginning, I think it's fine. Like you're trying to grow and everything, and the free product is great. Because for me, you know how much the wigs cost. So if I'm getting a wig free, I'm happy because I don't, you know. Yeah. But there are certain criteria. Every company is different. Some want you to, I don't know, post 3 posts on Instagram, post something on Twitter. I haven't had those personally, but I've heard from people who have, you know, more subscribers and stuff like that, that some of them have a lot of requirements. So I haven't really run into that. For me, it's more of those companies that are like, we want you to give a good review, even if you don't like it. And I won't do that.
And that's so dirty, because the thing is like, we're, as influencers, as content creators, you know, you connect with your audience. And I know, and you and I, we get along so well because we both don't, like, we're not looking at subscribers like, oh, that's just another person, or that's just another number, or that's just another username. Like, that's not what it is. That's an entire human being with like a family, friends, feelings, money, you know, their own goals, their own everything. Like, it's, how can one go to sleep at night misleading people just because, you know, this company said to do that? And, you know, there are other girlfriends in the Curl chat that also abide by like the exact same morals. Like, I've had this conversation with Naturally Zandra that, you know, when a company comes to you to review their stuff, they're coming to you because they want you to review it in a favorable manner. They're not actually looking for like the truth. And so I think that's fantastic that you stay true to your morals. And, you know, it's hard. Like, when you're a small YouTuber out here and you're trying to jump on those trends, and, you know, those trends mean saying good things. You don't want to lie, but at the end of the day, like, if they're throwing money too, like, I feel like it is possible for people to feel propelled or to feel like more likely to lie. So the fact that like you're telling the truth, and I share the sentiments with you. Like, if it's not good, I'm not going to say that it's good. If it's trash, it's trash. Like, you know. 100%. So how do you manage that kind of like relationship when you're having those conversations, those negotiations with people? Like, listen, like, how do you do it? Because I know, legally speaking, that what I would do is put it into the contract and say, listen, I will review your wig or your product or whatever it is. However, it's going to be an honest review. And you're releasing all liability. You understand that. That's in writing, that like, I'm not lying. So like, well, how do you approach that? Because that would be my approach. But what's your approach to this?
You know, it's pretty much the same. And I've not had an official contract. Because like I said, I'm still a small YouTuber, so I'm not like on that level yet where, yes, okay, I'm small, maybe I should have a contract. You're a lawyer, so you would tell me, you know what, it doesn't matter how small you are, you should have a contract.
No, you need to have a contract.
For me, it's more like a verbal, like you're going back and forth in the DM or email saying, okay, this is what it is, right? But yeah, if I receive something that I've received a week before where I was like, I don't like this wig. Like, I don't like this wig. And they're like, well, we didn't send you a free wig to give us a negative review. I go, well, just because it's free didn't mean it's a good wig. Like, either I review this and tell the truth, or I don't review it at all. That's it. Like, I'm not going to go on and lie, right? So, and that was the conversation. And at some point, they just left it alone. Because that company, to be honest with you, wasn't really one of the bigger companies.
But then the other piece too is when you go off and lie, right? Or you say, for example, they send you the free wig, okay, and you do it. And then your followers are coming for you because you're the one who said it was nice.
That's what I'm saying. It's in my heart, and it's not even about people coming for me or not coming for me. But in my heart, I cannot give a divorce review. I can't do that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And the thing is, you would see it in my review. People know what I'm like in my videos. You
I can see it in your face.
Yeah, you would see it. But yeah, it's and you know what? And it's not that I will never review that wig, because I still have that wig.
Right.
And I still plan on coming out with the truth and letting people know, listen, this is what some of these companies do and it's wrong.
Right.
But because I'm still trying to grow, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me put this one to the back burner. Get to a place where, okay, if I bring it out, it's not going to kill me too much, right? But I will never come on and say that I like the wig. Nope. When I come on with that wig, you guys are going to know that I don't like the wig.
You don't like it. Yeah.
So look out for it.
So Donna Marie TV, hey girl. She asks, my question is, when following the trends, how should I title my videos so that I'm not copying someone else's?
You know what? With the don't rush trend, everybody used pretty much the same title. So it's not really a matter of copying because someone starts it and then everybody else does it. Title it the way you want to title it. There's no, to me, there's no such thing as really copying their title. Because if you look, don't rush, there are thousands and thousands, and they're all titled Don't Rush Challenge. So I think it's just find a title that works for you and use that. And there are programs like what do you call it, TubeBuddy. I don't know if you use TubeBuddy, but TubeBuddy is supposed to help with picking the right hashtags and things like that. I don't know if it helps for titles. To be honest with you, I don't really use anything for titles. When I'm doing my reviews, I just really state the name of the wig and the color. I know most people are creative and like hottest wig, but for me, mine is mostly just outre, perfect hairline. Like I just name the wig in the title because I know that's what people are going to be searching. But yeah, I think just pick one that works for you. It doesn't matter if it's similar to somebody's. It'll happen. It's bound to happen, especially if you were doing something similar to other people. It's bound to happen that some people will have the same title.
Yeah.
vidIQ, thank you, Naturally Zandra. So there's vidIQ, there's TubeBuddy. I have them.
That's my personal favorite.
I don't pay attention to them, to be honest with you. I just kind of like, okay, I'm doing a wig, so summer hair, hashtag summer hair, hashtag. So I kind of just do my own thing. And I have like a template. So like every time I upload a video, it uses the same group of hashtags, and I might like switch out a few here and there. But I don't particularly use vidIQ or TubeBuddy for those reasons. Yeah. I just use it for the analytics to see, okay, I'm getting this many views on that video or this type of watch time on that video.
Yeah.
But it works for people. Like people use it religiously, and I've seen that it works for people. But for me, I just haven't gotten into it like that with vidIQ and
TubeBuddy. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where like if you're comfortable with something or you use it enough, then you start to get comfortable with it. I personally use Morning Fame, and I don't have a lot of subscribers. I think I'm at, like I said, 364. But to me, that's still a lot. It means 364 real human beings are subscribed. And on that note, if you're not subscribed, definitely go ahead. But
if you're not subscribed to me, go ahead.
Go ahead. Yeah, I have all of Kimira's information right down here.
I'll drop it in the chat as well.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So to kind of like return to that thought. Morning Fame is something that has really helped me. So even though I have 365 subscribers, each video in the span of like a week or 2 weeks, they usually garner between 200 to about 200 to 300 views, and each video is doing better than the other one because I've learned how to really use that platform properly. The Morning Fame, that entire thing. So I feel like, especially for a small YouTuber, the video matters because I wasn't using Morning Fame. I was getting like, and I had this conversation again with other Curlfriends that, you know, I was getting 10 views or 15 views, and the video would be up for like an entire month, and I would only get 10 or 25 views. And so that Morning Fame, the SEO really, 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 really makes a difference. Like I cannot say it enough. It's very, very hard to attain. yeah, it is hard to attain views when the SEO isn't correct. The SEO thing is massive. If you don't, I know that you and I, Kimira, we're kind of different on that because I think you mentioned something in your Don't Rush challenge, in your monetization celebration live. You mentioned that you actually weren't like, you didn't make your tags SEO optimized. So
I
let's
had no tags. I had
flies in
zero
the face of
tags.
everything I just said.
So and with all of my regular videos, I
Yeah,
have tags on all of them. I have tags. But
yeah,
with the Don't Rush ones, like I said, they were just for fun. And for me, it wasn't anything serious. So I just threw them out there. I didn't focus on what hashtags, all that stuff. The only hashtags I had on those were literally in the description. And those were hashtag Don't Rush challenge, hashtag Makeup Brush challenge, and one more hashtag. So three in the description. But for people who don't know YouTube, there's actually a section where you can put tags, blank, no tags.
wow.
Because
And you still went viral for your channel. That's amazing.
that's
That's
what it blew
amazing.
me away. It blew me away
Yeah,
because it wasn't even my intention. I didn't even think it could blow up like that. I thought it would just get the same views that all my other videos were getting.
right. That's fantastic. I see Donna Marie TV says, I'm on TubeBuddy and I use it for the tags. Thanks for the advice, ladies. Oh, you're so very welcome. Thank you for watching. And that
Yes,
goes to
thank
every single
you.
person in here. Thank you so much. Kimira Jewels is somebody who she really does shout other people's channels out. She's always pushing other YouTubers. She's been incredibly humble. Even the language that I'm using tonight about her videos going viral, she's like, no, it's not viral. Girl, it's viral in comparison to your other videos. That's his viral. But like, if it's not for you, these things don't exist. And we're pushing each other, we're supporting each other. And you could be spending your night doing anything else, but yet you're here, you're learning, you're gaining knowledge to make yourself better, and for all of us to like share the information, because if we don't share with each other, who's gonna share it with us, right? So
Hi, Leah. I saw Leah come in. Hi, Leah.
hi, Leah. Great chat, ladies. Thank you so much. So Yoltz Jordan Sky says, I have the free version of TubeBuddy and always wondered if it would help. My experience with TubeBuddy isn't that great. I don't really understand the platform, and I don't know. I feel like it's not as straightforward as Morning Fame. This isn't an advertisement for Morning Fame, but for me, Morning Fame has really made the difference. I've only really started focusing on my channel in the last 2 months, and I've gone from about 65 subscribers 2 months ago to now 365. So to me, that's a large jump in just 2 months, right? And it's because of Morning Fame. Before I wasn't using Morning Fame, and now I am. So Kimira, I
That's
don't know what your
awesome.
thoughts are on TubeBuddy. I think you kind of alluded to it a little bit, but
Yeah, TubeBuddy, like Jordan, I have the free version and I don't really use it other than to see what the analytics, so what my views are and things like that. But in terms of like selecting hashtags, people said it can help you with tags and things like that, but I don't know. Like I have a template, like when you're in the YouTube studio or whatever, you can have a template of default, like whenever you upload it has same information. So it always just has the same hashtags on mine. And I might change some out here and there because like I said, a lot of I have different content on my channel. Like I have things that I'm introducing now. So for example, my latest video is a fitness clothing haul because I'm planning on getting more into fitness stuff on my channel as well. So with those, I couldn't use wig hashtags, so I deleted all of those and I put fitness, try on haul, like anything I could think of. That's what I used. I just kind of thought of my own and then just used those, right? But people, like if you watch YouTube videos that are videos that are helping you to grow your content or whatever, they suggest either TubeBuddy or vidIQ. So not saying it doesn't work. It's just for me, I don't use it enough to really see its potential. Maybe I should.
I mean, you know what? And I see naturally Zandra, and I think this is a fantastic comment. She says, Nico from Morning Fame pretty much said SEO doesn't matter. No one is searching for that topic. I agree. So I am focusing more on more content with search terms that are highly searched. Yes, I agree with that completely. And one of the things, so Morning Fame is a paid platform. It's not paid right away. So it's free for a bit. They're very smart. They give you a little piece of the key search tool. and you get to use it, and then you see that it works, and I mean the product sells itself. And so you know, it helps to find those terms that people are searching, and then it also takes it a step further to analyze your account and to see if your account can actually rank for those terms. So for someone like pretty much all of us here, time is of the essence, and you know, looking for number one, a search term that's going to, people are looking for it, and then number two, a search term that you yourself rank for. That is very time consuming, extremely time consuming, and it's an art, right? Like you're up against an algorithm with a human mind. Like it's very, very difficult, and you know, we don't have time like that. So thankfully, Morning Fame does it. Said it matches you with search terms that you can actually you can actually rank for, which will increase your watch hours and your subscribers and get you monetized faster. So
That's awesome.
yeah, and it's a price, it's an investment. I think, Andrew, if you because I purchased a while ago, but I think it was like 150 US or 125 US. So Canadian, that might be like 150 Canadian, 175 Canadian. I think
But
it's
is it a one-time?
It's a one-time. Yeah, I think either
Okay.
it's a one-time year, but it's not something you're paying every single month or like it's either permanently or 1 year. So
Okay.
and it's fantastic.
That's not bad. Leah, thank you.
Hey Kimira, congrats again on the Don't Rush videos going viral. It's honestly the videos we least expect to go viral. My viral was one I literally thought of in 5 minutes. That
Isn't
is
it crazy?
Please share with us. Like share with us what that was, because I think that's really cool. Like the fact that you created that, and maybe that can bust through the whole situation, Kimira, of you know, having these Don't Rush challenges and then kind of pulling people into your more regular content. If you can create something that will also go viral but is just strictly Kimira, you know?
Right.
You can just do more of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I have so many ideas for my channel. Like I don't want it to be strictly a wig channel. It's become a wig channel because I have so many wigs. So I review a lot of wigs, but it started out really as natural hair, and that really I love my natural hair.
Yeah.
And so this was the story I wanted to tell. So I went natural. I big chopped in October of 2013. My hair was probably like that, stretched, because I have type 4 hair, so it shrinks a lot.
Right.
And I nurtured my hair. I learned different things to do to care for it, different products and things like that. And my hair grew down to bra strap length. And then last year, because remember I mentioned to you, I had that surgery and everything, and I had really low iron. And then there's a medication that I was taking that causes hair, the side effect is hair loss. So I noticed that my hair was in a very bad state. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to cut my hair again. And it was almost devastating to me because after all those years, and it was actually a little bit past bra strap length, but I hadn't updated the pictures. And so by the time I updated my pictures, my hair had broken. So September that just passed, I actually ended up doing a super big chop, because the first time I big chopped, I only big chopped the relaxed ends. I still had hair, but this time and I have a video on my channel. So if you guys go on my channel, I have a natural hair playlist, and then you'll see all the natural hair videos that I have. So back in September, I shaved the sides, it was chopped all the way down. So I've started over now with my hair. So I would like to bring that journey to you guys again, because it's always been my intention to come back with the natural hair. It's just that I've gotten into the wigs and it kind of just took a life of its own. But I am getting back into the natural hair stuff. My hair it's growing back now, and some of you have seen my pictures on Instagram. I also have a community page on my YouTube. So for anybody, I know there are some people that don't have Instagram, so I post a few pictures there. So you'll see one of my pics, a few of my pics actually with the short hair. So I've actually filmed some natural hair videos already. It's just a matter of editing it and everything. So I will be doing fitness stuff. I will be doing natural hair stuff. I will still be doing wigs. My family comes on my lives quite a lot, and a lot of people are like, we want to see vlogs. So I do have a vlog actually in my vlog playlist. So the best place to go on my channel is my playlist. That way you can see everything I have. So I have a family vlog there, and I did that one quite a while ago, so I didn't get that many views. So I'm like, people are probably not that interested. But now that I've grown a little bit and people are going to see my family on the lives and stuff, they're like, yeah, we want to see some vlogs. So I'll probably throw. So lifestyle, I would like to turn my channel more as a lifestyle channel.
Right.
So it's not just wigs. It looks like it's just wigs right now because that's all I'm really doing right now. But I dropped a fitness one just the other day. I have a nail video. So I actually cut them just recently. They were really, really long. But if you look at my playlist, you'll see I have a nail playlist. So I have so many ideas, so many things I want to do. So I'm excited. I have a lot of things planned for my channel. So I'm
you
excited.
can do it all. That's so exciting. Like that's the thing about, having a YouTube channel. And even with a name like, Kimira Jewels, like you open it up to everything, right? And you can go wherever you want with it. So I think one of the pieces of advice that I've seen is like really focusing on using this time as a small YouTuber to play with your audience and see what your audience likes the most. And then, there's nothing really to lose because you don't have an audience yet, or you don't have a huge audience. You have an audience, but you don't have a huge audience. So you can play with things, and people are more, tightly knit and more connected, and they're gonna listen and they're gonna watch with you. So I think that was really good advice. I don't remember where I saw it, but I saw it somewhere. So okay, so let's see what's going on in the Leah Lavon. Beautiful name, says April of 2017 when we could actually vacation. Now I do it every year minus this year. I believe I shot up from about 1,000 to 10,000 in 10 months back in 2017. That is fantastic. That's strategy.
Awesome. If you guys don't have Leah, Leah's awesome. She does a lot of her videos are like crochet. Now she's been doing like her natural hair, and she does makeup videos and stuff. But Leah, love Leah. Check her out. If you have Leah, check her out. She's awesome.
And Leah, welcome to the Curlfriend crew. I don't like calling people followers or subscribers.
Yeah, I don't like it either. That's like how I say my people. Because when it's so impersonal and cold when you say subscribers and followers, like my people. And we were trying to come up with a name the other day for my people, and we came up with like K Jewels, I think is what we settled with. But it doesn't flow for me yet. Maybe it will at some point. But yeah, my people.
Yeah, you know what? And I think that's nice. So like that's another tip that I've seen kind of, floating all over the place, is to like find a name for your community that brings your community in as one. And so even my people, like that's cute. Like that's cute. It sticks. Like I'd like to be one part of your people. Like it's adorable. You know what I mean? Xandra says, they say having a ton of different videos can hinder your channel. What do you ladies think?
You know what? I've heard that as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's like Lavinia's saying. I think when you're smaller, maybe there's a little more room to play. I don't know, because this is all new, and sometimes I'm just learning day by day what's working. And with the challenge that I have in getting the new wigs that I need to get those views quickly, I may need to rethink what type of content I'm posting on my channel. So for example, I posted the fitness clothing haul, and that one got quite a number of views compared to my other videos. So maybe people will enjoy that more. I don't know. And I know that I have a natural hair video and a nail video from like years ago, and those people are still watching those ones today. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I need to revisit the nails and the natural hair. But I think it's the time, like she said, we're smaller now. Maybe we can play a little bit to see what works and then continue growing from there. But it's true, Xandra. I have seen them say that it's that niche down thing that we're talking about. So they say niche down and stick to that niche, because it apparently can confuse the algorithm if you start posting different stuff and then your stuff isn't recommended or suggested. But I think it's okay to play every now and then, see if something does work or if it doesn't work, and then you can, always revert back to what it is that you really intended your channel to be for.
Yeah. I think you know what, I think maybe having like 3 pillars. So like keeping your channel in the space of 3 major pillars, because you don't want to get too crazy and people just don't know what to get from you when they come to your channel. So the main pillar here on Find Natural Hair Rocks, It started off as Fine Natural Hair, and it's still largely Fine Natural Hair. However, we are multifaceted people. And so we're not just hair or just wigs, or there's so much more to you that you can share and, connect with other people. So one of the plans that I have for Fine Natural Hair Rocks is to really dig deep into the other aspects of myself. So, positivity, that's something that got me through law school and that, gets me through my day as a lawyer. Fine Natural Hair, and then this stuff that we're doing right here, like business and entrepreneurship. Because as a people, and I won't jump too much into it, but as a people, our community is the one that's suffering the most when it comes to finances, when it comes to the pandemic, when it comes to anything of suffering, it's the Black community that suffers the most. And so I feel that the way that we can kind of help ourselves is through entrepreneurship and through business and through what we're doing right now. So all that to say, that's very long-winded, but the 3 pillars that I would have, for example, for a channel like Fine Natural Hair Rocks might be fine hair, beauty, and then business / entrepreneurship. So I think, Zandra, to answer your question, and it's more fun too for you, because like if you're not having fun with it, it's no longer a hobby, right? Like it's no longer a passion project. Like now it's just like anything else, it's work, right? So like even you, Kimira, like maybe that's another way with the Don't Rush challenges. Maybe you can be like Leah and have like, a viral challenge of your own on top of your wigs and on top of your fitness and on top of your lifestyle. And you know what I mean? Like, and again, that's like the strategy in my mind going off again, but I think it's worth thinking of,
Definitely. Oh, definitely. I'm always brainstorming and think of different ideas, different things. There's so much that I want to bring to you guys. There's, like you said, there's so much more to me than wigs. It's not just wigs. There's so much more. And it's sometimes I'm like so excited and I want to get everything out, and I'm like, I gotta slow it down a little bit.
Yeah. And Xandra mentioned something. She says, I think beauty is a whole niche. Yeah, it is. Like there's hair, there's face, or sorry, not face makeup. There's skincare.
And
There's
they always go hand in hand.
there's
Like
so
I
much.
see a lot of wig people kind of transition into makeup, or makeup people transition into wigs. It kind of goes hand in hand, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's fine as long as you're not doing something random, like, moving from like wigs to like, I don't know, quantum physics. It's like, what?
That's another thing. These things are all kind of related. Like you have natural hair, and then you've got protective styling, and then you've got makeup, beauty. So it all kind of flows together, right?
Yeah.
But quantum physics.
I mean, I would be lost. I'd be like, I don't really understand the connection. Like, I love her, and I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna watch because I love her. But
You want to keep your peeps interested. So I totally get that.
You have to remember your audience for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yolt's Jordan Sky, at least I'm learning that having a niche is important because right now I'm still small and see that people watch more of my wigs and natural hair content. Yeah. Kimira, any thoughts on that?
She's right. Because when you play around with a few things and see, okay, you know what, this is what people like, then you kind of go in that direction. Mm-hmm. So I think it's true. You try things here and there, see what works.
Yeah. I like that. So much gems of advice. Kimira, you are like absolutely amazing for like coming on here and sharing with the Curlfriend crew. Exactly.
Well, honestly, I hope it's been helpful. And like I said, I'm here. My DMs are, I'm a night owl. Anybody who knows me here, I'm always, see, and that's another thing with me. I don't sleep because like you said, there's never enough time in the day to do stuff. So I'm always up, and I'm always like in my mind, I'm always ideas, and I'm watching videos, and I'm catching up on other people's videos. It's just, I'm always multitasking and doing this. Like you guys know, when you guys are on live, I'll be typing, okay, guys, I'm cooking dinner right now, but I'm still running. Hey guys, I'm washing dishes. And it's literally, I'm always doing something.
It's so true. You are like literally like the best multitasker ever. I love it. Love it. But yeah, if there's any, I'm going to go up to the top and see if there's any other, again, so you can find her. She's at youtube.com/user/Kimira Jewels. And she's also on Instagram as Kimira Jewels.
Yes, most of my
I'm following you on
Twitter. I'm on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm on like everything. But primarily, I would say I'm primarily on Instagram and YouTube. Um, but yeah,
Mhm.
you can find me everywhere. Even my email is in all my reviews have all my contact information. And again, Lavinia has put my information. I have a link tree, so everything is there. So however you want to contact me, I'm here to help.
That's fantastic. And you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying Find Natural Hair Rocks, please go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe to Kimira Jewels as well too
Thank
on
you.
her platform. If you forget what her channel is, or you need the URL, it's down below permanently. This video is going to be saved on my YouTube channel permanently. Kimira, if you want a copy of it, I can send it to you as well too to repost. I don't know. We'll talk. But
We will talk. Thank
yeah,
you.
so it's definitely here on Find Natural Hair Rocks. And so if you want to subscribe, or you want to, follow the conversation, continue the conversation, be a part of some of those groups that I was talking about earlier on Instagram, I'm there as, again, Find Natural Hair Rocks. And yeah, this has been
And
so,
next, make sure you guys have your notifications on. Because
yes.
on Saturday, okay, so I go live every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So on Saturday, I have a special guest that I will be interviewing.
Oh, that's true.
So make sure you're prepared because Saturday is her turn.
Yes, that's true. I'm crashing. I'm crashing Kimira's live on Saturday, and we're gonna hang out again. So if you guys like this, yes, let's do this again. We are doing this again. Not
Yes,
less.
we are. So
This
you
is
guys are like, why is she pointing this way? Because the camera,
it's
it
the
doesn't
other way. Yeah,
mirror, yeah, it's not mirror image. So she's on this side of me, but then I'm like, no, she's right there.
I see we have a new joiner, the little Princess Ashley Nicole.
Ashley, hi Ashley, thank you for joining. Ashley's one of my peeps.
Aw, thank you. Thank you for coming over from Kimira Jewels. I'm sharing her with you tonight. Great live. Thank you. Love yourself. Love yourself's amazing. Love yourself says great live and great information. Have a blessings to all. Yes, blessings to you guys as well too. And thank you again for watching. If you liked this episode, go ahead and give it a big like. And if you didn't like it, I'm always a fan of constructive criticism. You can give it a thumbs down as well too. Although I really like the thumbs up a lot more than the thumbs down. Just saying. But yeah, there's a video coming out on Friday right here on Fine Natural Hair Rocks. The next video is my personal fine hair journey, channeling where I went from when I was relaxed, and it was breaking off, to where I am today, which is just hovering over bra strap length, blown out. So, and if you want to see that for yourself, the last video is available on the channel right now, where we did a live review of the Revere on Monday night. So yeah. Thank you so much. Follow Kimira.
Thank you.
On that point, follow Kimira at Kimira Jewels right here on YouTube. Let me go ahead and highlight that again, just in case you haven't seen it. And if you miss it here, again, it's permanently on below in the comment box below.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you so much for having me. This was awesome. I enjoyed all the chat, the curl chat crew.
Yeah, I had fun. I feel. Did you have fun, Kimira?
I did. Honestly, I enjoy talking to people. You guys know I have lives that go for 6 hours. So you guys know that I can talk. And you know what's funny? I don't talk in real. Honestly, I'm an introvert and I don't talk in real life like this. But something happens when we connect, and we just keep going and going and going. And we could go for.
If this is a weekend, I would never. I'd be going.
Exactly. We have work in the morning.
Yeah, it's still Monday. What is it? All the days are in each other now. It's Wednesday night. Hi, Magical Blackness. Right now, and you're just seeing the tail end of this, not to worry. This video is going to be available permanently right here on Fine Natural Hair Rocks. And so, yeah, don't worry about that. The video takes about 24 hours sometimes to process, but it will be up here. So, yeah. See you guys on Friday for the next upload, live premiere watch party, but Saturday live. So, yeah. Thank you, Kimira, for so much for coming.
You're welcome, and thank you, everybody. I love all of you guys.
Bye.